Hello, my friends. Welcome back to the channel. We are here to talk about Dragon Ball Daima Episode 7, subtitled Collared. Haha, not gonna dollar. Let's get right into it. So, as we continue in the story, we have our boy that likes the beauty shops. He has arrived on Earth to pick up Piccolo, Vegeta, and Bulma, and just in the nick of time as well, since the ship that Bulma was trying to repair is just officially broken forever. She just can't do it. So he is here to take them to the Demon Realm, which he succeeds in doing. Pretty much the most awkward ship ride of all time. Vegeta's quiet, Piccolo's quiet, beauty shop guy's quiet. Bulma did a whole lot of talking. I definitely enjoyed Bulma's shenanigans of her trying to fixing the ship and failing at it, and then Vegeta's like, well, what are you gonna do? Bulma's like, what do you mean, what am I gonna do? It's broke, we can't do it. But just in the nick of time, beauty shop guy shows up and saves the day. 7 episodes in, we still have yet to see any real action from Vegeta or Piccolo in their kid versions, so hopefully pretty soon here we get to see at least a little bit of something from them. I'm very anxious to see Super Saiyan Kid Vegeta. I want to see Piccolo throw off that cap and his shoulder pads. Let's see, serious Kid Piccolo and Vegeta get into some action here, man. Come on, I'm dying for it. Sheesh. It's so funny because even the Supreme Kai realizes that they're there, and he asks Goku and the rest of the crew if they want to wait for Vegeta and the rest of the gang to catch up, and Goku's like, nah, I want to go fight that guy. They'll get to us eventually. Dude, you be killing me, bro. Even though I guess it kind of makes sense for Goku because they have yet to really face a real threat in the Demon Realm, so I can kind of understand his overconfidence, but I don't know, I guess the Dragon Ball fan in me would like to see all of them get together, have a one big ragtag gang of Saiyans, Nemeks, and humans and demons to try to beat King Goma, but we got to keep them separated for now to continue that character development and that story along, man. Gotta have it. Then we meet back up with our main crew where Toriyama just loves throwing little random cookies at us because he knows that we just love it. So Pansy gives Goku these little big black balls of food because he's starving, and apparently these balls of food kind of work like sensu beans. You eat one whole one and it's the equivalent of 2 full meals. Of course, Goku eats 2 of them and then his little belly expands every time he eats one, so I found that freaking hilarious. Also, Pansy has to just point out to him, I cannot believe you have kids. You're such a child. And then Goku really says, I swear to God, I wasn't really there. Listen. I know a lot of the Goku haters are going to be like, oh, you see? There it is. He even admits it. He's a bad dad. See? There it is right there. But hold on. Slow your roll. Actually, what he's saying is, but not really saying, throughout the duration of the majority of Goten's childhood, he was dead. We know Goku's naivety and innocence. Listen, I would have loved to have been there for the majority of my kids' childhoods, but I was dead. Had to save the Earth. Can't forget that before all the Goku naysayers start trying to come out. See, terrible dad, terrible. He admits it. No, chill out. Then we get a little bit of action where King Goma's goon squad, senses Pansy's neck bracelet and they stop their ship. Well, actually, they kind of pretty much shoot it down, where they are still looking for Goku because, of course, I think back in episode 4 or 5, Goku beat 30 of them up. So, he's been wanted ever since. So they stop the ship and are looking for Goku, which, of course, Goku is easily able to avoid him with his use of the instant transmission. He was on the ship, and then literally when the goon squad came onto the ship to look for him, he utilized the instant transmission to just teleport away from them. Simple, easily done, much to the surprise of everybody else that didn't know he had the ability, but still just a cool little nod to his old school abilities. We did get some cool fight scenes from Glorio, and we found out that he is able to utilize the lightning magic that he utilized against Goku this episode in his punches and kicks as well. So he isn't able to just shoot out the lightning like a lightning bender from Avatar: The Last Airbender. He can also shoot and kick with his blows or body strikes with the lightning as well, that is super cool. I really, really appreciated that. Definitely some premonitions. I still feel like Glorio is holding back the bucket share of his power. I don't know, for some reason. We know he's playing the double Asia right now, but he's just definitely keeping the lion's share of his energy as a secret right now from the rest of the gang. So very intrigued to see him go all out to see what he is truly capable of, man. I cannot wait to see it. Then we were also treated to a fighting showcase finally from Shin, the Supreme Kai, as well. I love how the last couple of weeks people were really trying to say that Supreme Kai didn't have any fighting capability at all whatsoever, but we all tend to forget that he was able to contain a Super Saiyan 2 Gohan's power at the World Tournament. I don't know, people just blow past that like that's just nothing at all whatsoever, even though Gohan, as far as we knew, was technically the strongest up until that point in the entire anime. But, you know, he was able to showcase his fighting capability against the Goon Squad, and it was super cool. I was really happy to see it. Then once Goku put the finishing touches on the dispatching of the Goon Squad, they figured out that they needed to do something about Pansy's neck bracelet that she had around her neck. Apparently, you know, once you have that thing around your neck, King Goma and the Goon Squad are able to track you wherever you go within the third demon realm. So Supreme Kai offered to break the chain around her neck. And a little tidbit for you guys, for fans of Dragon Ball Z, apparently the little neck bracelets are made of Kinchin. It is the hardest known metal within the universe, and apparently it comes from the demon realm level 2, and as a gland, you know, he naturally had the ability to break this metal. Not just because he is the Supreme Kai. I always thought just because he is the Supreme Kai he had the ability to summon this metal, but it's actually because he is a gland, that just his natural ability as this species, that he's able to summon and manipulate this metal. So, you know, some more logic for you guys for sure. I'm sure there's some people out there that don't know the joke behind the Kachinchi metal. When Supreme Kai and Kibito was conducting Gohan's Z-Sword training, they utilized this metal to try to test Gohan's ability with the Z-Sword. After Goku threw the block of metal at him, it literally cracked the Z-Sword, and that's how we got Old Kai. So, little tidbit for y'all that, you know, didn't know about that old school knowledge of Dragon Ball. Also, one more tidbit of lore for you guys. We got in the lore to Supreme Kai's true name before he became of Supreme Kai. His birth name is Natar. As a gland, it is Natar. Pretty cool. I don't know why they really needed to go away from Shin. I guess kind of Shin still kind of means Kai in the English dub, but, you know, Natar is his birth name. So that's super cool to get that recognition as well. Then we get a little bit of a funny nod from Goku. Once he hears this, he's like, maybe I should start calling you Natar instead of Supreme Kai. Then he thinks about it and he's like, nah, that sounds weird. I'm going to stick with Supreme Kai. That's for all of you Redcon folks out there. Can't have that in there. And then Goku still be calling him Supreme Kai. Like, no, he's supposed to call him Natar. Like, no, they figured it out right then and there. Jeez, calm down, you sillies. Then the episode concludes with Goku and gang finally meeting one of the Tamagotchis to claim the Demon Realm Dragon Ball. So finally, I think on episode 8, we are going to get our first true battle to see what Kid Goku Daima is truly made of. I cannot wait to see it. So in terms of strength of what we know about these guys, apparently not even Demon King Deborah was even able to take either of these guys down. So at the very least, we know that the Tamagotchis are at around a Super Saiyan 2 level or stronger. So that's really cool to see. Now, we don't know if Daima Goku can achieve his Super Saiyan 2 form yet. He's only just now mastered his Super Saiyan form. So, you know, from what we are seeing from some of the next scenes from the episode 8, looks like he's going to have to use a lot of skill and wit to maybe try to take this guy down. He seems to be big, maybe a little bit slow. So I think we're going to see a lot of that charm and that wit that was utilized in Dragon Ball to take this guy down to claim the Dragon Ball. If I wanted to make some premonitions for this fight. Honestly, I don't think Goku's going to need to utilize his max power to take this guy down. He really gives me like a mid video game level boss character. Kind of reminds me a lot of the Ginyu Force as well, with his posing and the trolling of the weapon with the big hammer and whatnot. He looks cool. It looks like it's going to be a fun fight. Most certainly, hopefully, going to be the most interesting fight of the anime thus far. I'm hoping that it tops the Goku versus Glorio fight. I'm hoping that he at least pushes Goku to utilize some of his skills, but if I had to make an educated guess, I think Goku's going to take it a little bit goofy for the first like 70% of it, get a little bit serious towards the end, and then, he's going to force him to give up the Dragon Ball. At least before, Piccolo and Vegeta and the rest of the gang meet back up with Goku. I think they're probably going to, since Goku start to use more of his power, they're going to be able to find where he is this way. But ultimately, I don't think it's going to be that much of a challenging fight for our hero. And I think it's going to be this fight here where Glorio really knuckles down and is like, okay, I cannot take this kid as lightly anymore from this point forward. This kid really is the one that took down Majin Buu, and I'm going to have to do something or whatever it takes to make sure that whatever his goal is, we still don't know what his true goal is. I think it's going to be helping, the Supreme Kai sister take out King Goma and take over the demon realm themselves. But that's all premonition for now. We don't know how the story is going to play out. But however, I am definitely excited to see where our next journey takes us, my friends. I'm very excited to see this fight. They have pumped him up for 7 episodes now. Finally, episode 8, we get to see what one of the Tamagotchis is made out of. So I feel like this is going to be the weakest out of the 3. That's usually how they play it. Kind of like a video game. Definitely don't want to start up with the strongest. You want to start up with the weakest of the 3 first, then go to the mid strongest, then go to the strongest at the very end and then gather all of the Dragon Balls. And I feel like that's when King Goma is going to hop in and try to steal them, and then we go from there. Definitely some beautiful imagery, some beautiful animations that we got from this episode as well. Very, very cool. Ultimately, I enjoyed it. I would still say Glorio versus Goku is my still current favorite episode, with episode 6, but I'm hoping that episode 8 is the one that tops it for sure. Definitely another slice of life lore episode for episode 7, Collard, but that's what we get. We got to have some more character development so that we can start to care about these characters, so that we can get an epic conclusion to the major fights that begin to occur within the course of the story. And that's going to do it for us here, man. So, okay, y'all know the drill, man. If you enjoyed my breakdown, then please hit that like button. I would really appreciate that. If you want to follow more Dragon Ball Daima activity, we are here every Friday to cover all of the episodes that drop on Country Road. So make sure you get subscribed to the channel so that you don't miss out. You can follow me at youtube.com/marjack79. I am also on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. And as always, my friends, I will see y'all on the next one. I'll catch y'all later. Bye.